Let me go! I can't do this! Let go! I'm out of here! Not so fast! You're staying! I can't do this! Yes, you can! Now move! Quiet! We're finishing this! Okay, guys. It's showtime! It's showtime!
Welcome back to another episode of your favorite show, Colonel Panic!
Our guests remain no other than Winston and Rex. Tonight's crisis is online dating killing romance?
Opening statements. Winston, you have the floor. I will open the floor today with joy as someone who knows the answer. I know this not as a theory, I know this as a survivor. I think you, my friend, need to chill a bit. I was on a dating app for 3 months. I want that to sink in. 3 months. I made a profile, I engaged genuinely. I invested time and energy, and a carefully chosen photograph in which my blazer was particularly well pressed. What followed was a masterclass in human self-deception. So, yes, online dating is killing romance. That concludes my statement. Oh my world! I think we are going to love this one. Rex, your opening statement. First of all, Winston sounds like he is talking from a place of bitterness rather than objectivity. Online dating is not the death of romance, it is the democratization of it. For most of human history, romance was a lottery of geography. You loved whoever happened to exist within walking distance of where you were born. Your options were determined entirely by accident. The accident of your postcode, your school, your workplace, your social circle. Online dating ended that lottery. Yes! For the first time in history, a person can choose who they are open to rather than simply accepting whoever proximity delivers. Yes! By the way, I see you have tattoo stripes on your face. Those won't scare me one bit. I believe I have made my opening statement.
What a night this promises to be!
Well, don't get too excited because you are getting applauded. The first thing online dating taught me is that a profile is not a person. It is a highlights reel produced by someone who has had unlimited time, flattering lighting, and the mercy of a rear-facing camera. I went on 7 dates in 3 months. And I would like to walk you through the gap between what was advertised and what was delivered. You mean what I ordered versus what I got? Absolutely. Date 1. Profile photograph. Outdoors, golden hour, confident smile, strong jaw. Reality, the photograph was taken in 2019. She had since, in her own words, gone through some things. The jaw was the same. Everything surrounding the jaw had changed considerably. Date 2. Profile listed height as 5'11". When I arrived, she barely was reaching my waist. When I raised this, she said, and I quote, 5'11" is my personality height. What the hell is a personality height? I left immediately. This one really touched me. But she was honest. That surely counts, right? Not in my books. Date 3. Profile photograph showed a person reading a book, specifically Dostoevsky. I found this compelling. I arrived. I asked what she thought of Dostoevsky. She said, and again, verbatim, "Oh, I've never actually read it. It just looked good in the photo." She had used Dostoevsky as a prop. Dates 4 through 6 I will summarize collectively. 1 listed her occupation as entrepreneur. She sold phone cases from her bedroom. Another described herself as adventurous. She had not left her postcode in 14 months. So exhausting, isn't it? And the 7th, date 7. She was genuinely lovely, genuinely interesting, the best conversation I had in 3 months. Yes! I knew it! There has to be one good one. On our second date, she mentioned, without apparent guilt that she was already in a relationship and was, I am quoting, just exploring her options. I was not a romantic prospect to her. I was an option being explored by someone who already had a main selection. Online dating did not invent betrayal or dishonesty, but it industrialized both. You cannot build something real with someone who is treating connection like a catalog they can return to at any time. That is not romance. That is a waiting room with better lighting. After sharing these experiences, I believe you now see that I wasn't second-guessing when I said online dating is killing romance.
Spectacular! Rex, you have the floor.
Winston, I owe you an apology on behalf of the person who used Dostoevsky as a prop. That was wrong. That was deeply wrong. Dostoevsky deserved better. But, and I say this with genuine respect for everything you just described, you had 7 dates. 7! Come on, man. Yes, I have shown up to dates where the photograph was doing significantly more work than the person. Yes, I once matched with someone whose entire personality turned out to be her zodiac sign. I once received an opening message that was just the word hey followed by silence for 4 days, then the word so with no continuation. But I kept going because I had seen enough to know that the noise was not the whole story. 2 of my closest friends today, Daniel and Priya, met on a dating app 4 years ago. I watched that relationship from the first nervous coffee date to moving in together. Last year, Daniel proposed on a Tuesday evening over takeaway because Priya once said she found grand gestures stressful, and he remembered. 4 years later, and still he remembered. That relationship exists because of an app. That Tuesday evening proposal exists because of an app. Whatever their children will be called one day exists because of an app. You cannot look at Daniel and Priya and tell me the platform killed romance. And personally, after 2 years, I did find something real. 8 months ago, I matched with someone, and what started as a conversation about the worst films we'd ever seen turned into something I genuinely was not expecting. Took it slow. We were honest with each other from the start about what we wanted. No games, no exploring options, no personality heights. 7 months in, she told me it was the first relationship she had been in where she felt genuinely chosen. Not as the best available option, but as the actual choice. That is romance. That happened on an app. The platform did not kill it. We refused to let the platform's culture touch what we were building, and it survived. Online dating does not kill romance, the way some people choose to use it does. And those people would have been just as careless and dishonest if they met you at a coffee shop or anywhere else. The road does not make the driver reckless. That concludes my statement.
Rex came prepared!
We will now enter the rebuttal phase. Let the Colonel boys battle it out. Daniel, Pat, and Priya. One couple. In 4 years. One couple I know personally. There are millions of others. Your friends Daniel and Priya are the exception the industry uses to market itself. They are the testimonial on the brochure. They are not representative of what the majority of people experience when they download the app. You are using 7 dates to represent the entire system, and I am using 4 years of observation to say the system can and work. I am not using 7 dates. I am using the structural design of the platform itself. These apps are not designed to find you love. They are designed to find you enough hope to keep subscribing. If everyone found their Daniel and Priya in the first 3 months, the business model collapses. They need you perpetually searching. The occasional success story is not a product of the design. It is a happy accident that survived despite it. That is genuinely cynical. It is genuinely accurate. These platforms have admitted in their own internal research that users who find committed relationships quickly are their least profitable customers. Okay, but the catfishing, the profile gap, the Dostoevsky prop, those things exist in real life too. People perform in person. People present a curated version of themselves on a first date. That is not unique to apps. It is not unique. It is amplified. In person, performance has natural limits. Your body language, your tone, the way you respond in real time, these things leak through. Okay, the algorithms are indefensible. I will fully concede that. Thank you. But your person, date 7,
The one exploring her options before you found that out? Did it feel real while it was happening? Yes. So the platform created the conditions for something real to begin. Even if it didn't survive, I'm sorry that happened to you. Your girlfriend. 8 months. Does she know you still have the app installed? I kept it for research. For a debate you didn't know was coming 8 months ago. I forgot it was there. The road and the driver.
Never mind, I'll find somebody.
Come on, man.
You didn't have to do that. Sorry, bro, it just came out.
All right, people, time for final verdicts. Winston, you have the floor.
Online dating industrialized dishonesty and turned people into options. The platform was designed to keep you searching, not to help you find someone. Romance requires exclusivity, patience, and friction, none of which the apps are built to provide. Delete it. You deserve to be someone's only open tab.
Rex, your final verdict.
All right, thank you. The platform is not the villain, the people who misuse it are. Real love is still happening on these apps every day. Daniel and Priya proved it. His girlfriend proved it. If everyone using these apps do the right thing, everything would change. Magnificent, outstanding points from both ends. Who won the debate? Is online dating killing romance? Let me know in the comments. Tell us where you are watching from and subscribe for our next episode.
Subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next episode.